Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. And I want to say peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. To you all, I say Shalom. This is your brother Mayaka Olive from the GMS West Palm Beach Camp. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the flock of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Right? And, as the title of the lesson says, because there's a saying in the world, or it's not really a saying in the world, but it's a saying among Jake, and I say it a lot personally, but basically describing the level of anger you have. And so sometimes I'll be like, damn, this shit got me fire hot. Well, the Lord is beyond fire hot, man, and the Lord's gonna use fire as His judgment, man. That's what the second death is. The second death is really the second destruction, when the Lord's gonna use fire to do so, man. Especially upon a place like America, man, also known as Babylon, according to the scriptures, right? And once again, I mentioned this scene in my last lesson. This is a scene from the documentary called "The Panama Deception," and it shows people just scooping up bodies with a pan, but the bodies are so incinerated that they just turn to complete dust, man. But real quick, let me jump over to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 22. Ezekiel 22 and 19. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because ye are all become dross, behold, therefore I will gather you into the midst of Jerusalem, as they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace, to blow fire upon it, to melt it, so will I gather you in mine anger and in my fury, and I will leave you in there, and I will leave you there and melt you. Right, the Lord is about to melt 2/3 of His people with thermonuclear missiles. All right, along with other nations in this place, man. That abuse and harm the Lord's chosen people, man. All right, and people don't understand how hot these nuclear missiles get, man. Real quick, let me go to Google. How hot is a nuclear bomb? A nuclear bomb can reach temperatures of roughly 100 million degrees Celsius. All right, so that's even hotter than Fahrenheit. All right, at its center during detonation, which is about 4 to 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. This extreme heat lasts only for a brief moment. Right. So really, the Lord is about to scorch this place, man. All right, 100 million degrees Celsius, which is about 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun, man. All right, and what is that going to do to people, man? This is an example, but it's gonna be way worse than this, man. Because the weapons used during the invasion of Panama were nowhere near nuclear level, man. All right, you gotta remember, 200 million of them are gonna rain upon this place. All right, so I believe the scene's about to happen in a couple seconds.
When we went down to El Chorrillo, there were still dead bodies inside cars. There was a man and a woman with a child, all of them burnt up inside a car. People from El Chorrillo never thought they would see so.
You see, that's a body, but you if you seen that in the street, you will never know what that is, man. You'll think it's just a pile of debris, just sitting there, man. A burnt pile of debris. No, that was once a human body.
So many dead bodies. See them being burned on the beach, right on the beach. They're being burned.
See, right now he's scooping up a body, man.
In the early
Completely burnt into ashes, man. I'm gonna go real quick because the Lord said He's gonna do this, man. He's gonna do this to 2/3 of His own people and other nations too, man. Because America isn't the only place that's gonna get hit with these nuclear missiles. All right. Well, this is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 16. I'm gonna start at verse 8. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? Right? Because once the Lord declares something, once the Lord puts something forth in action, there's no stopping it. Once the Lord says something, there's no stopping it, man. Once the Lord declares something, you might as well consider it done already. Verse 9, a fire shall go forth from his wrath, fire hot. A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence, right? Because the day of the Lord equals, destruction, judgment day, right? And really everything in America is going to be beaten to powder, all right? All these things are going to be done away with, man. Everything here is temporal, all right? But that's what it's really, people are going to end up looking like that, man. Burnt to a crisp, man. Beyond well done, man.
People from El Chorrillo never thought they would see so many dead bodies. See them being burned on the beach, right on the beach. They're being burned.
See, this person was utterly beaten into powder, but the Lord's gonna do it way worse than this in that day, man. All right, because he's angry, man. He's angry. He's jealous that Jake, serves other gods. He's angry at the heathen nations for how they treated his people, man. All right, what does it say in Actually, I'm gonna stay in Second Esdras. Second Esdras 15 and verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and will smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Right, just like the Lord, during the first Exodus, he smote Egypt with plagues to make the Pharaoh let his people go. Right now, in the second day Exodus, in the modern day Egypt, which is America today, the Lord's gonna hit this place with plagues again, and that final plague is gonna be those thermonuclear missiles. All right, when we go to the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, Zechariah 14 and 12, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Right, so it's not only going to be Jake in these burning in these missiles, man. It's going to be all these other nations that came against us. All these people that done us wrong in this place, man. All right, it's called Judgment Day. All right, verse 12, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. All right, and what's going to do that? 200 million bombs that can reach temperatures about 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun, man. All right, and that's what the Lord's going to use to melt people, man. That's what the Lord's going to use to make people's eyes consume in their sockets, make people's tongue consume in their mouths, man. And what does it say in Ezekiel when we brought it out earlier? The Lord's going to leave them in there, man. He's going to let your spirit and your body stay in that fire and feel it, man. It ain't going to be like instant death where you just feel it for a half second, man. No. He's going to leave your spirit in there, and you're going to know it, man. That's what the Lord said he's going to do, man. All right. What does it say? Scripture says, hey, let me go real quick. And we're in those times, man. We're in these times. And you can see it by the signs, the things that's going on upon the earth. Earthquakes in diverse places, uproars of the people. You got weather anomalies. Earthquakes in diverse places is a weather anomaly, man. It's a natural disaster. All right? Let me, real quick. Book of Habakkuk chapter 2. Habakkuk 2 or 3, straight to the point. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. The vision is for an appointed time. The time was appointed before the Lord created the heavens and the earth. That time was appointed where he's going to destroy this place. All right? And nothing's going to change that appointed time. The Lord is nothing's going to call an audible on the Lord. Right? It's already set, man. It's set in stone. All right? Let me get one more. I'm going to close out, Lord willing. The Lord is fire hot, man. This is why it's high time to repent. The book of Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 15. For behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. Right? That saying, a lot of sayings of the world, they really come from the scriptures. Right? It's like they say in the world, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Hey, Yahweh Shai said that, man. Scapegoat, that comes from the scriptures. All right? Isaiah 66 or and fire hot. Hey, the Lord's comparing and describing his anger as fire, man. And how it's gonna consume everything, man. Isaiah 66 and 16. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. It doesn't say may be many. It doesn't say might be many. The slain of the Lord will be many. All right? And he's going to use fire and the sword to do so. The sword being, Esau, Edom, for the most part. Right? And fire, which will be the weapons Esau uses, man. Which will be the thermonuclear missiles. Because what does it say in Isaiah chapter 54? Isaiah 54 and 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals and the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. Right. And that's what Esau Edom is, man. Wasted away is he, man. That wasted man. But he's wasted, but he's the waster because everything he does and touches is death and destruction, man. The Lord created a perfect sword, man. All right, but we're gonna transform him into the perfect slave too in that day. All right, and then we're gonna get rid of him once we no longer have use for him after the 1,000 years of captivity. All right, but I'm gonna wrap it up with that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles, great millstone that rule well. And I want to say peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. Until next time, I want to say shalom and abad.